Alright, so what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to another Pokemon video, and today, people, we have some crazy news. Now, I know you guys are almost damn near tired of these Pokemon for the Switch discussion videos, but literally, as those videos are going up, some new stuff just came out of nowhere, and it's actually very, what's the word? Very surprising, very, I guess alarming, because it is from the same guys that basically said Rainbow Rocket was gonna happen, you know, when all the evil teams were gonna come back, and it did happen. It definitely did happen. A week or two after that, we got the trailer for Rainbow Rocket and all the legendary Pokemon on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and they're here. So, it's definitely crucial we believe these guys, or listen to these guys when it comes to these type of rumors, because, I mean, hey, anything could happen at this point. But we have these rumors coming up, and I'm gonna actually go ahead and link the article in the description section below if you want to go check it out yourself. But according to PokeJungle, and they're coming out of nowhere with this one, it suggests that the game will feature like a simplified version or a simplified battle system. It's been compared to the Digimon World games. If you guys don't know the Digimon World games, you can literally YouTube search them anywhere. And if you guys don't know, probably I want to say check like Cyber Sleuth-ish type of route of gaming where it's turn-based. And if anything, it's probably going to be the same 3D turn-based model system, but it also has like the Pokken Tournament rock paper scissors attacks, and it's probably going to have a lot of blocks and grabs. So I'm assuming it's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of weird, because if it's going to have the Digimon World, let me go ahead and get some gameplay actually. So actually, I have the most recent entry, the Digimon World Next Order, and if anything, if it's going to be on the Switch, we're most likely going to be getting a lot of 3D models to begin with. And looking at this quote-unquote gameplay, it's looking very nice. I kind of like it personally. If that's the route they're going, the Digimon games are very great. The last couple ones have been amazing, so definitely go check those out if you want to. But my question is, where does the where does the Pokken Tournament come in with its rock paper scissors? Oh shit, excuse me, I'm sorry. With its rock paper scissors attacks, because that's kind of weird. That's kind of different. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I mean, it is what it is. Here's some more details from the actual thing, and it says the Chinese localization team has already finished translating the game's script. There will be no new Mega Evolutions introduced in the new games. Z-moves return and now use motion controls to activate using the Joy-Cons. Central plot revolves around the conflict between tradition and innovation. Region has been rumored to be inspired by Spain or Italy, and a release to come in 2018, December-ish, or early 2019. Now, I kind of like this, because this opens up the door for a lot of like discussion when it comes to the fact that remember how Kalos is inspired off of like France and whatnot. It's kind of weird to see how like the two two suspected regions are basically around Kalos, or in theory they're around Kalos, and there's Z moves there but not Mega Evolutions. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, maybe Kalos and Hoenn are just one of those regions that is just exclusive to. I mean, it's kind of weird, kind of disappointed there won't be any new Mega Evolutions, which is kind of dumb, honestly. I don't really like Z moves, but I mean, Z moves is one of those things where it's like, I get what they're going for when it comes to like the whole motion control thing with the Joy-Cons. Just have the thing on top of the Switch and then just move around and do the actual Z move with the Joy-Cons themselves. And that's not bad. That's not bad at all, because it's not basically saying, hey, you have to like actually, you're forced to use those, because if anything, you could just go ahead and play the game without a Z move, and that'd be great, you know? It's kind of crazy to think that the Chinese localization team has already finished translating the script, because that means the actual storyline is already done, and the entire thing's already done. It's probably gonna be like another worldwide release thing. What else is there? The central plot revolves around tradition or innovation. Now, my question about that is, are they talking about like the whole, because if you go and you Google and like just, I guess, Google search tradition versus innovation, it's one of those things where it's like, innovation is one of those things where it makes a lot of work easier. It makes a lot of things easier for everybody. And tradition is one of those things where it's like you do it yourself. Kind of like how there's farming stuff, how there's like, you know, back in the day, people like actually breed chickens and cows and like, you know, raise them well, and then now we use steroids and stuff like that in today's times to basically speed up the process, so that way these companies can bring out their food in a lot quicker amounts. Then it could be I guess resources being made, either being man-made or being created in like facilities and whatnot. It's very that sounds like a dope ass idea. I kind of like that a lot. I don't know. It's very different if we're going that route, because I think if that's the case, it's going to be a tradition, I want to say, world with the evil team being the innovators and trying to push the whole narrative of, hey, this is the right way, it's the best way for us as a civilization to progress in this crazy time where everything is here. Or since Z-moves are involved, and Z-moves are very, I want to say, traditional when it comes to Alola region themselves, maybe it's a force of tradition in an innovative region itself. Because if this is somewhere around Spain or Italy, and like I said, in Kalos or near Kalos, because that's where those two, I want to say those two regions are probably going to be around, because a lot of stuff has been hinted towards Kalos coming back. I saw like there was another post about that as well, because of where these regions are inspired off of. And I was sitting here, I'm like, damn, that'd be really crazy, because it's one of those things where, let me see, how do I get this out there without kind of like stretching my arms really quick? Okay, so pretty much the whole point, if you remember, Terminus Cave is actually a part of a whole bigger mountain, right? And there's also that train station that goes nowhere to the right of Kalos, and everybody thought it was going to be to the south where Volcanion destroyed that part of the region. But my thing is, now that we have a Spain and a I guess Italian inspired region, you know, it would be weird to assume that Kalos wouldn't, I guess, have some type of like mention in this game, because they do like to involve Easter eggs here and there in the Pokemon games, and have like a 3D world of that sort would be great. And it's one of those things where it's like, Kalos was already, I want to say, a futuristic or a more innovative region. It was definitely one of those regions where it was like everything was up to date. I think back when it came out, it was the most recent ones in the timeline, along with Black and White 2, or Black and White, yeah, Black and White 2. So it's definitely not far, it's not too far to think that we're going to be in an innovative region, and the evil team's going to try to force tradition, or switch it around, and we're probably in a traditional region, and they try to force the innovation. It's kind of weird. It's one of those things where it's like, you know how Pokemon games are set up. We all know how Pokemon games are set up at this point. It's not really that surprising that the evil team's going to be trying to force something on anybody. Like I said, I'm kind of disappointed about the Mega Evolutions. It is what it is, though. But I think with that being said, I'm going to leave this right here. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about it in the comment section. Subscribe for more Pokemon content, and leave a like. It definitely does help the channel a lot. And I'll talk to you guys later in the next one. Bye!